Okay, let's start. What we're gonna cover today, it's the turbo line, the IP product line, the softwares that we're gonna be using, the app for the phone, and the password reset. We're gonna start with the TVI cameras. This will be a turret 2 megapixel camera. This has the function of 24/7 color image. You will be able to see the colors on the night. It has a 2.9 millimeter lens, and it has an IP rating of IP67. The distance the LED covers is from 20 to 30 meters. It supports the 4 technologies, which are TVI, AHD, CVI, and analog. The power supply is 12 volt direct current. This is a turret 2 megapixel camera. It has a 30 meter IR. It has, same as the previous one, it has 4 technologies, which are TVI, AHD, CVI, and analog. And it also has the IP67 rating. Compared to the previous one, this one doesn't have the 24/7 color image. Now we're going to the bullet. This is a 2 megapixel bullet camera. This one has the function of 24/7 color image. It also has a 2.8 millimeter lens. Same as the previous one, it supports the 4 technologies, and it has a IP67 rating. Now we're going for the turret. This is a 5 megapixel turret camera. It has a 30 meter infrared. It has the 4 technologies, same as the previous ones. Compared to the other ones, this one has a 3.6 millimeter lens. It also supports audio via coaxitron, meaning that you don't have to run another cable for the audio. And this one also has a built-in microphone. This is a turret 8 megapixel camera. It has a 30 meter infrared. It also supports the 4 technologies. It has a 3.6 millimeter lens. This one also has the audio via coaxitron, and it has a built-in microphone also. All the cameras that we're gonna be carrying, at least for this line, it can be powered via 12 volts direct current. Same as the previous one, it has a IP67 rating. Now we're going for the product lines. The main difference between each line, it's the Slim series supports up to 2 megapixels. Yeah, the analog and the 4000 series, it supports up to 5 megapixels, and the 8000 series supports up to 4K. Yeah, a 4K resolution there. We're gonna start with the Slim series. This is an 8-channel turbo HD DVR. It supports also 2 additional IP cameras. You can install 1 hard drive. It has a full HD video output. It has the compression rating of H265. This one also has the 4 technologies. It has the AHD, TVI, CVBS, and CVI. This one has one audio channel and supports the cloud video recording. The capacity that it supports, at least for the hard drive, it's gonna be up to 8 terabytes, and the compression that it supports, if it's H264 and H265. The recording mode that it supports, you can set it up as a manual, by time or schedule, by movement or motion detection, and AR recording. This one supports the cloud recording, but yeah, it has to be used through the adapter cloud 08. The power supply uses it's a 12-volt direct current and up to 1.5 amps. This one supports also the P2P. Also, the max resolution, at least for the IP camera, it's up to 2 megapixels. This is a 4-channel turbo DVR. This one also supports 2 IP channels. Same as the previous one, supports a hard drive of up to 8 terabytes. It has the compression of H.265 and H.264. One of the main difference, this one supports, for the IP cameras, it supports up to 5 megapixels. Now we're going for the AB4000 series. This is a 5 megapixel DVR. It has a capacity of 8 turbo channels plus 8 IP channels. This one supports a hard drive of up to 10 terabytes. The compression rate, it's H.265 and H.264. It supports the same recording methods, same as the previous ones. This one also supports the audio via coaxial. It's also compatible with the EPCOM Cloud, and the maximum IP resolution for the camera is up to 5 megapixels. This is a 16-channel turbo DVR. This one supports up to 8 IP channels, making it a total of 26 channels in total. The main difference as the previous one, this one supports 2 hard drives of up to 10 terabytes each. It supports the recording mode. It supports also as manual time, as a motion detection and AR recording. Same as the previous one, supports the audio via coaxial, and you can also record on the cloud. The maximum capacity of IP camera is 5 megapixels, and you can put 8 IP channels of up to maximum 5 megapixels. This one also supports the P2P. Now we're going for the 8000 series. This series supports up to 4K resolutions. On this specific DVR, it has a total of channels of 8 turbo TVI channels plus 8 IP channels, making a total of 16 channels in total. This one supports 2 hard drives of up to 10 terabytes each. The recording mode can be set as a manual, as a time, as a motion detection, and AR recording. This one has also the 8 audio inputs and 1 audio output. This one, same as the previous ones, they support audio via coaxial, and it's also compatible with the EPCOM Cloud. This one also supports the P2P, and the maximum resolution, at least for the IP cameras, is up to 8 megapixels. Now we're going to see the IP camera Pro line. This is a bullet IP 4 megapixels. It supports the power run. It supports a 12-volt DC or via PoE. The IR distance it's 20 to 30 meters. It has a lens of 2.8 millimeters. This one has the IP67 rating. The P2P it's not. I mean, per standalone, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Standalone, it doesn't support the P2P. It has to be done through the NVR or DVR. The compression rate for this camera can be set as H.265 and H.264. One of the functions that this camera has is the dWDR, HLC, and BLC. This one supports also storage. You can put a micro SD of up to 128 gigabytes. It has smart events and supports the on-view protocol, meaning you can, if the DVR supports the on-view protocol, whichever it's a DVR or NVR, you can most likely add this camera to the another brand of the or of DVR or NVR. This is a turret 4 megapixel camera. It's same as the previous one. It has the 12-volt DC and PoE that you can use to power on the camera. It supports a compression rate of H.265 and H.264. It also has an IP67 rating. Compared to the previous one, this has a one channel built-in microphone. It supports the smart events. And one of the functions that it has, it's dWDR, HLC, and BLC. It also has a 2.8 millimeter lens. This is a turret IP 5 megapixel camera. One of the main differences is this one has a 24/7 color image. The same as the previous one, it supports the 12-volt and PoE, so you can power on the camera. This one has the capacity to put a micro SD of up to 256 gigabytes. It has a one channel built-in microphone and one audio input. Same as the previous one, it supports the on-beef protocol. One of the compression rates that this camera supports is the H.265 plus, H.265, H.264 plus, and H.264. These cameras they don't support the P2P standalone, but you do have to use DVR or NVR. Now we're going for the 8 megapixel turret IP camera. This one has a PoE, 30-meter infrared. One of a few of the functions that it has is the dWDR, HLC, and BLC. The IR distance I covered is from 20 to 30 meters. And this one also has an IP67 rating. This one you can also put a micro SD of up to 256 gigabytes. It has a built-in microphone and one audio input. Same as the previous ones, it supports the on-view protocol. Now we're going for the NVRs. This is a 8-channel NVR. It supports cameras of up to 8 megapixels. It supports one hard drive of up to 10 terabytes. It has the supported compression of H.265 plus, H.265, and H.264. To the people that don't know the compression, that means that you can use less space on the hard drive, meaning that you can, if it's gonna be more if you require more weeks or more days with the compression, you can actually lower the terabytes that you need. Compared to the other ones, this one supports a video output of 4K, ultra high definition. It has 8 PoE ports, meaning you can plug the cameras in here and they're gonna power on the camera. And that NVRs for this line and using also the E line on the cameras. The cameras they can be plug and play. It supports 8 simultaneous channels of reproduction. And the power supply that uses it's 48 direct current voltage of up to 2.5 amps. For all of our DVRs and MVRs, they're gonna come with their own power supply. So yeah, you don't need to buy another apart. Now we're going for the 16 IP channel MVR. Compared to the previous one, this one supports a capacity. This one has a capacity to put 2 hard drives of 10 terabytes each. This one also has a compression of H265 plus, H265, and H264. This one also supports the 4K output, video output, and this one is also compatible with the Epcom Cloud. Take into account for the Epcom Cloud, you have to buy the licenses, and the licenses are per camera and the recording time that you're gonna need. And you also need the adapter Cloud 08. That's the adapter so you can enroll the cameras into the application there. This one has 16 PoE ports, and the throughput input it's 96 Mbps, and the output it's also 96 Mbps. The power supply that uses it's 48 volts direct current and with a 3.75 amps. This one, yeah, this one, same as the previous one, it does come with its own power supply. Now for the softwares that we're gonna be using, these are the softwares that we're gonna be using. The RPAS media player. This is a media player that you can install either on Windows or Mac. You can download for example, you can download the video from the NVR or DVR directly from the USB or directly from the software. And with this software, you don't have to actually convert the file. You can just select the file from here, and yeah, you're gonna be able to play from here without the need to convert the media there. This is the HDD Calculator. This one is also compatible with Windows and Mac. This is where you input the number of channels that you're gonna be using, the encoding type, and the number of days or weeks that you want to record. And this software is gonna tell you, okay, you're gonna need X amount of terabytes so you can cover the amount of days that you want to record. Yeah, as I say, this is comparable with Mac and Windows. This is an IP tool scanner. This is a tool that you can use so you can see the IP address that the E-Series currently has. This tool is comparable with Windows and Mac, and this is only gonna see the E-Series. Any other brand or for example Hikvision, you're not gonna be able to see it here. Only the E-Series brand. And from this software, you're gonna be able to modify and activate the cameras. Modify, I mean you can modify the IP address, the network settings on the camera, and yeah, this is where you're gonna see you can also modify the port. This is the NVMe Lite. This is comparable with Windows and Mac. It supports up to 256 channels, and the maximum on display it's 100 channels per display, and the max number of users it's 32. This is only comparable with the E-series brand. Take into account that this is really dependent on the capacity of the computer. The better the graphics card, the better that you're gonna be able to see the cameras. The graphics card, yeah, you will need it. So if you're gonna be able to play maybe more than 50 simultaneous channels. But yeah, it really depends on the characteristics of the computer. This is the SuperCam Plus. This is the application for the phone. It's also compatible with the iOS and Android. You're gonna be able to add the DVRs and NVRs on this device. Compared to other brands, you don't really need to create an account. The account it's mainly used for administration purposes. On this application, you only need to scan the QR code. The QR code can be generated via the monitor on the DVR, and you just scan the code and input the admin password, and you're gonna be able to see it remotely. And you can also download the recordings and save screenshots from the DVR and NVRs. Now for the password reset procedure, compared to the other brands that we carry, some brands that we carry, you have to create a reset file and you send it to us, and in turn we send you an unlock file. This one, no, this is more simple. You're gonna see on the screen that it has on the bottom it says the retrieve password, and just click on there, and it's gonna give you the device model, the MAC address, and the current time. You just take a screenshot and send it to us via email or via WhatsApp, and we're gonna be able to, with the information that you send us, we're gonna be able to generate a dynamic password. And that dynamic password, you're gonna input it on the field on the retrieve password, and you're gonna be able to reset the password from there. And yeah, this is all for the E-series brand. Not sure if you have any questions. You can put it on the questions part of the webinar, and I'll be here.
We do have a couple of questions, George. Thank you so much for the information. Mr. Will is asking us, the power supply for the 24/7 color needs to be 12 volts direct current, and how many, let me check, and how many amperes?
Let me check. Which one was the for the TVR or the IP camera?
He hasn't mentioned that. He only asked for the power supply for the 24/7 color. Mr. Willie, if you can send us more information about the camera that you need, the TVI or the IP, so we can answer your question. Also, another question is, where can we find the tools HDD Calculator RPAS?
I can see. Let me show you on the webpage. Let me just change it here. Yeah, if you go to the EPCOM webpage.
Thank you, George. So this is our EPCOM website. So all of these products that you're seeing at the webinar, you can check all the information, photographs, images, all the information. We have it on our website. So George is logging in, and let's check for the product.
Yeah, we just type the letter E. And once we type it, this is just by typing the letter, you're gonna be able to see all the E-series devices and cameras. And we're just gonna scroll to the bottom. You're gonna see this link, the MBMS Lite. we're just gonna click on there. And after this, we go to downloads. As you see here, where we have the IP tool for the Mac and Windows, the RPAS player, the NVMe Lite for Mac and Windows, and the video storage calculator. Yeah.
Thank you, George.
Hope that answers your question.
You have more questions? Okay, we do. For Mr. Floyd, he's asking us, do you have a price list for the equipment? Also, is there a different price when getting a full system versus buying single? Well, Mr. Floyd, this will be directly with your sales representative. So if you're already a Netcom client, just check with your sales representative, and he'll send you the list for all of the products and the deals that we have at the moment. So he will be the one giving you the final prices for these products. Another question or comment from Mr. Paul Cordova. He's telling us, I just installed the 24/7 color cameras on a Hikvision MVR, and they work awesome on PoE switch for the 24/7 color. It makes a huge difference. Didn't realize that they have microphones internally, so the audio comes over the Golden Vision app as well. So really recommend. Thank you so much for your comment, Mr. Paul. Then we do have a couple other questions from Mr. Brian. What is the cost of the EPCOM Cloud license? Well, this also will be information that your sales representative will be sending you directly. And if you're not EPCOM client, we ask you to contact us so we can send you the pre-register form so you can start checking on how to be an EPCOM client. We have a final question from Leo Lopez. Can you use your own cloud for storage, George?
No, the cloud, it's, I mean, you can, if you want, you can make it, but yeah, that's another, a service that you have to make. Our service, the EPCOM Cloud, it's something that we optimize for the A series and the EV series, and that's something that we optimize. But if you want to, if you want to create one, you can do it. We offer the SDKs for the devices for the MVRs and DVRs.
Thank you, George. And as George mentions, we already have the EPCOM Cloud service, and we already been testing this service for a couple of years. And we really recommend you to use the EPCOM Cloud to store all of your videos in a secure way outside of your location. So let's wait. If we do have any other question, a quick reminder, all this information will be sent to your email right after the webinar. And well, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. Let's just check. If we do not have any other question, I think we are ready to end the webinar. So George, thank you again for all this information, and we'll be sending the email from George as well from Michael from our engineering team. So any question, or if you do have a project coming up, please let us know. We are ready to help you. So thank you so much. Please keep checking our website as well as our social media for future webinars. Thank you again, and have a great day.
Yeah, thank you very much, Victor. And everyone also have a nice day.
Thank you.